What is up, YouTube, and welcome back to another Rent a Girlfriend chapter review. We are on chapter 425, which means we are closing in on chapter 500, okay? We're 75 chapters away from 500, which also means the Rent a Girlfriend fans have endured 500 chapters of despair and depression, okay? So we might as well just get into this chapter. So we start off this chapter with some pictures of, I guess, what a Japanese road looks like, right? You can see some signs here. You can see some families walking across a crosswalk, right? And I mean, it's looking like this is going to be a driving thing, right? We know Kaj is getting his driver's license. You know, he's working towards that shit, which also means this could be a mommy thing going on. You know what I'm saying, dude? We just have to prepare for whatever the fuck the next thing's going to be. And as we can see here, it is a driving thing, right? We have Kazuya in the driver's seat, you know, behind the wheel, locked in, nervous as fuck. Looks like he's about to fucking crash, you know what I'm saying? With his, like, instructor to the left of him, just, like, chillaxed, I guess? I don't know. This, like, difference in emotion is very, very weird. And then we get our chapter title page artwork thing, right? It's a maze of Kazuya looking a little fresh, looking a little smilish over here. So, like, if anyone wants to pause the video and, like, solve the maze, you know, be my guest, you know what I'm saying? I don't understand Japanese, so if anyone knows Japanese, I guess they can pause the video and solve the maze. I don't know. I mean, hey, if you know what it is, say it down in the comment section. You know what I'm saying, dude? Say it down in the comments, bro. Let everyone else know. So we then get in the real, like, meat and bones of this chapter, right? We see Kazuya, who is, like, he's not struggling. He's doing fine in the road. I think he's just anxiety and nervous as fuck is, like, attacking him. You know what I'm saying, dude? So he's, like, freaking out behind the wheel right now. And I guess the instructor's just, like, chillaxed because Kazuya is probably doing fine, right? Even though he's questioning all this shit around him, he's probably doing okay. And then Kazuya starts to get a little bit of road rage at some bicycle people, you know what I'm saying? And that's just like the realest thing I think I've ever seen in Rent a Girlfriend in my lifetime. You know what I'm saying, dude? Fuck the bicycle people, dude. The guys who ride bikes, like, you do not control the road, okay? Get the fuck out of here. Go in the bike lane, you know what I'm saying? Get the fuck out of here. But then we see his driver instructor over here talking about how everyone gets nervous, and he's really just making it worse, you know what I'm saying, dude? He's just making it worse. So then we cut to after Kazuya's, like, practice drive or whatever he was doing, and he's just, like, freaking out, you know what I'm saying, dude? He's nervous as shit. He kind of just, like, reassures himself that he's doing this for Mizuhara, right? He has to lock it in. He has to just get over it and do it. And he does kind of find the confidence to keep on going, right? He sees himself that if he just keeps on doing it, it'll work out, you know what I'm saying? And that's usually how driving is, right? You keep on driving, you keep on getting better at driving. Now, this part is a little bit questionable. Kazuya states that he saw Mizuhara in the car with him. So I don't know if that's just like him hallucinating. Like we might need to, like, go see a therapist or something for that. Like I don't know, like, how that could be, because how did you, like, not see your driver instructor who's the completely different gender from Mizuhara? So, like, how did you see her exactly? But then Kazuya cuts all that bullshit out, and then he starts thinking of the fucking RUKA moment that happened in the last chapter, you know what I'm saying? That bitch ass person, RUKA, you know what I'm saying? We should just drop her out of the entire manga in general, probably be better. Anyway, he's just thinking about how, like, oh, he was distant, you know what I'm saying? He's taking all the Kazuya bullshit, you know what I'm saying, dude? It's just like, let's just forget about it, bro. Let's just stop talking to RUKA. Let's get the restraining order, you know what I'm saying? Let's move on with our lives. Kazuya seems like an easy solution. So then Kazuya just keeps on, like, reminiscing about these RUKA moments, and, like, I'm just wondering when this guy is actually gonna, like, do something about this. You know what I'm saying, dude? It's been at least, like, 30 chapters of this RUKA bullshit, this RUKA sexual assault shit happening, and, like, is he ever gonna, like, do something about it? Like, I would like to see a tragic end to RUKA's character. You know what I'm saying? That's what I like to see right here. I would like to see the downfall of RUKA. That would be, like, the fucking just, like, greatest thing to ever happen in this manga, probably. Dead ass. But then we cut to Chizuru, who's over here like cat acting, I guess. I don't know like why she's doing this, but I think it's because the director, who you can see is in that like dapper ass jacket right there, probably rich as fuck. He's like, I guess that's like part of his shit is like cat acting, I guess. I don't really know what that does for any actor. I don't know if actors like do that shit, but if they would like tell me down in the comments, I'd be happy to understand. But I guess after this cat acting or whatever the fuck they were doing, we see this guy approach Chizuru and he just starts like glazing her out of nowhere. He's like, you did fucking phenomenal as a cat or whatever. And we see Chizuru do like a little face clench right there in the bottom left, or maybe like a fist bump like right at her face. I don't know. Obviously she's happy about something, you know what I'm saying? But then we see what's actually up and she's just having the time of her life, right? She's having so much fun, I guess. Cat acting, I guess. I don't know, man. But she seems to be enjoying it, right? She seems to be enjoying her best life. Kazuya, in comparison, seems to be getting sexually assaulted a lot. So I don't know, like, when does Chizuru come into play here? Like, when is she gonna, like, save Kazuya? You know what I'm saying? Do we need something to happen here? But then in this page, we kind of see the full scenario of what's happening. So we see that Chizuru is working for this famous director, right? Who is, I guess, like, forcing the actors to do some cat acting, I guess. And Chizuru like comments on this and how every director is different, right? Every director has their way of going about things. And I guess Chizuru's just happy, you know what I'm saying, dude? She's getting compliments left and right. So I guess she's just like working hard, you know what I'm saying? She's doing good, I guess. Then we see Chizuru say, I want him to see it too. Obviously referring to Kazuya, right? And it's just great to see Chizuru and how she's feeling about things at the current time, you know what I'm saying? We haven't seen a Chizuru focused chapter in probably forever. Probably feels like light years, you know what I'm saying, dude? So it's just great to see Chizuru back in the fucking manga, you know what I'm saying? It's great to see the female protagonist, who's supposed to be protagonist, back in the manga. But then we see Chizuru kind of reject the idea, right? Because it coincides with her philosophy of it. It just kind of ruins the idea of making Kazuya wait, right? And then we see her flash back with fucking Minnie, who's like, you gotta do something, you know what I'm saying? Like, no one will ever love you like Kazuya will love you, right? And I don't know if Chizuru just realized this now or what, because she says that she's toying with him. You know how long it's, like, you've been toying with him since, like, 5 years ago. I mean, like, how do you, have you not realized this? So then Chizuru thinks about what Mommy said, what Ruka said. She then says sorry to Mommy and Ruka, but I'm sure she won't be saying sorry to Ruka anytime soon ever again, you know what I'm saying? Once she knows what's even happening with that situation. But it's just, like I said before, it's just great to see Chizuru's side of things, right? We haven't seen a Chizuru, like, thinking chapter, you know what I'm saying, dude? So, like, we have really had no idea what's been going on with the Chizuru at all in this entire, like, section of chapters here. Then Chizuru kind of just starts glazing Kazuya, like, out of nowhere. She says he has done so much for me, which is true, and it just reinforces the fact that you're a loser, Chizuru, and that Kazuya is probably carrying the relationship dead ass. I have no idea, though. What is Chizuru even gonna do next, dude? I just want to see Ruka die. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I just want to see Ruka end, man. I just want to see the end of Ruka. But then we see Chizuru say that she's sorry for being excited. Now, I don't really know what she's being sorry for. Like, there's nothing wrong with being excited. So I don't know, like, what this is supposed to mean. You should be sorry for toying with him for like 5 years, but whatever, I guess. Anyway, I don't know if anyone, like, knows what Chizuru's trying to say here. If you do, let me know down in the comment section. You know what I'm saying? I have no idea what she's trying to say. But then we cut back to Kazuya, who's still in his, like, driver's ed school campus looking thing or whatever, right? And we see that this guy goes to a vending machine to pay for a drink or whatever, pulls out his wallet, and then just out of nowhere, a condom falls out of his wallet onto the ground. And then Mommy just, like, she just, like, glances behind her back, I guess, and just, like, we already know what's gonna happen in the next chapter, right? She's gonna look at the condom and she's like, well, wow, Kazuya, wow, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, this chapter of Rent a Girlfriend is going to be getting a 8 out of 10 on my Rent a Girlfriend scale. Like I said throughout the chapter, it's great to see CHIZURU back in action. Whatever she's thinking about, you know what I'm saying? That's obviously great. And I mean, that's really all there was to this chapter, I guess, but it was good enough for me, you know what I'm saying, dude? Anyway, I'll see all of you next week for another chapter of Rent a Girlfriend. Hopefully in that chapter, we get the RUKA death scene, you know what I'm saying, dude? That's probably going to be a 10 out of 10 chapter whenever that happens. That'd be like the greatest chapter ever, honestly.